each video deals with a basic building block element of a class or a topic. What we hope to do is then get the students to complete a short quiz or series of questions straight after they finish watching the video, and that's really just to consolidate that they've actually watched it and understood what was being said. And we're able to then leap off into greater detail. It might mean that we have a discussion about a particular new case and we know that the students understand the baseline legal background before we get to that new case. We don't then have to spend the extra time in class building up to the case. That means that we can be doing discussions, activities, working with legislation or working with what different judges say in a case without having to have spent the time in class building up to that. I think that the most important thing with starting to use videos in class activities or classroom delivery or any technology in classroom delivery is to just try and do it at the simplest level. Don't make it too complicated. Don't overthink it. We all do have a tendency to overthink everything we do before we do it and then get confounded by the fact that it's going to be too hard because someone else has done it much better. Well, none of us is Steven Spielberg in this environment. So the trick is, I think, just to pick up your iPad or your camera and just take a short video and have a go. Some of our videos that we produced at first, we just put up almost the raw video material with just kind of slides at the start and the end to announce what the topic was. But as we went through the process and produced a series of videos specifically for class use, we added a little bit more. When editing or producing the videos, it does take some technological understanding of how to do them. I am completely technologically inept. I'm always happy to try something new. Usually it's pretty clunky, but I'm happy to give it a go. For our series that we used for our first year lectures, we hired a research assistant to help us do the production of the videos because my colleague and I weren't confident to be able to do the actual iMovie editing ourselves. But looking at what the research assistant did, I think probably we could learn how to do it and it would just be a bit slower for us to do it rather than a young person who seems to be more adept at making, movies and putting together videos. What I would recommend is that people, first of all, just have a go and try and do it themselves and have a play for a couple of hours with their raw video material. Whether they do it on a program that they've got on their laptop or whether they use the university materials and resources, it doesn't really matter. It's more about having a go at it. But I think for people who are wanting to have a try at actually making a product that they will use in class, you should use the materials and the support that Monash has, and if there's the availability of getting some support from an assistant or a colleague or someone else, by all means use it. You don't have to do it all alone, but I think for the purpose of understanding the product that you're making, it's good to have a play with it and just work out what you can do.